at the White House. Good morning.
Good morning, Poppy. The president reacting with outrage to the attacks in New York, also focusing on punishment and attacking the legal system, but just as quickly turning this into a debate with Democrats over immigration, raising questions about when the president thinks it's appropriate to bring in politics following a national tragedy and when he doesn't.
Diversity lottery sounds nice. It's not nice.
Overnight, President Trump tweeting that the suspect in New York City's terror attack should get death penalty. The president also saying he would consider the suspect, labeled an enemy combatant by the White House, to the controversial prison at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Send him to Gitmo. I would certainly consider that, yes.
Mr. Trump continuing to politicize Tuesday's tragedy to advance his immigration policies.
We want to immediately work with Congress on the diversity lottery program, on terminating it, getting rid of it.
The president calling for an end to the diversity visa lottery program, a program that allowed the New York City terror suspect to gain entry to the U.S. in 2010, and demanding that Congress get tougher on vetting for immigrants coming to the U.S., shifting the country away from a family-based system toward a merit-based one.
We have to get much less politically correct. We're so politically correct that we're afraid to do anything.
The president blaming New York's Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer for implementing the program and endangering the country. Schumer helped craft the bill that was signed into law by President George H.W. Bush in 1990. But in 2013, Schumer was also part of a bipartisan group known as the Gang of Eight that pushed to end the diversity program.
The president ought to stop tweeting and start leading. It's less than a day then after it occurred, and he can't refrain from his nasty, divisive habits. He ought to lead.
President Trump also venting his frustration at U.S. courts, insisting they're too slow and too lenient.
We also have to come up with punishment that's far quicker and far greater than the punishment these animals are getting right now. Because what we have right now is a joke, and it's a laughing stock.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders mischaracterizing the president's remarks when asked by reporters.
He said that the system of justice in this country is a joke.
He said the process has people calling us a joke and calling us a laughing stock.
The president's comments and tweets after the New York attack starkly different from his response to the mass shooting in Las Vegas that left 58 dead and injuring hundreds more. The president then dismissing the idea of discussing gun control as inappropriate.
Well, we're not going to talk about that today.
It took 24 hours for the president to reach out to New York's leaders after the attack, but the governor making clear the president's tweets are a distraction.
The president's tweets, I think, were not helpful. I don't think they were factual. I think they tended to point fingers and politicize the situation.
Right. Or just Poppy. Today is expected to be a big day here at the White House as the president unveils his pick for chairman of the Federal Reserve. Also, the White House will be watching Capitol Hill very closely as House Republicans unveil their tax plan. Chris, back to you.
Joe, appreciate it. People sleeping on that Fed chair choice a little bit.